What's up? So, I'm doing another storytime video of a true tale about, I guess, how the leprechauns became them. So, we're gonna be, for all my true believers, if you're not a true believer, please don't watch this. Thank you. Anyways, about 2 centuries ago, Molly Cogan of Kilmallock told the famous folklorist Thomas Crofton Crocker about a leprechaun her grandfather had met and even caught. Um, it happened. Hold on. It happened like this. One night, as yeah, it happened like this. One night, as he went to the stable to tend his old mare, Grandpa Cogan heard something hammering, hammering, just for all the world like a shoemaker making a shoe, and whistling all the time the prettiest tune he ever heard his whole life before. Um, he guessed that might be making the sound and remembering tales of leprechauns and their gold. He crept in, he looked around, but never a bit of the little man could he see anywhere, but he heard him hammering and whistling, and so he looked and looked, till at last he did see the little fellow. This is what the leprechaun looked like, I guess, or what they think it looked like. Um, no. Oh my gosh. Okay. Where was he? Do you think? But in the girth under the mare, and there he was with his little bit and apron on him and a hammer in his hand. He was so busy with his work, and he was hammering and whistling so loud that he never minded my grandfather till he caught the leprechaun fast in his hand. "Faith, I have you now," says he, "and I'll never let you go till I get your purse. That's what I want. So give it here to me at once, now." "Stop, stop," cries the leprechaun. "Stop till I get it for you." So my grandfather, like a fool, you see, opened his hand a bit, and the little fellow jumped away laughing, and he never saw him any more. And never a bit of the purse did he get. Only the leprechaun left his little shoe that he was making, and my grandfather was mad enough, angry with himself for letting him go. But he had the shoe all his life, and my own mother told me she often saw it, and it had her hand, and it was the prettiest little shoe she ever saw. Let's go to the next one. Tom, Pierce, and the Leprechaun. So let's read this one. Once, one cold winter evening, as Tom Pierce was heading home he heard a curious tapping sound close by, and can't even talk, and a cheerful whistling coming from under the hedge. As quiet as a mouse, he crept up, and what should he find but a little leprechaun no taller than his knee, sat cross-legged on a pile of stones and tapping away at a tiny shoe. Such a racket was the little fellow making that he never heard Tom arrive. So Tom quickly reached out and caught him fast. Let me go, shrieked the leprechaun. "What have I done to you grab me so rudely?" "Nothing yet," replied Tom, "but it's a lot I'm hoping you'll be able to do for me before I let you go. Now let's be having your magic purse that never runs short of gold." "Damn me, I must be getting careless," grumbled the leprechaun. That's the third time this week I've been caught and they all want the same thing. Me magic purse. Me magic purse. I have no purse. It's been robbed from me already. All right then, said Tom, who had been taught not to be too soft with a leprechaun. Then tell me where there's some treasure buried nearby. Hasn't that also been taken already? Cried the leprechaun. I've been caught so often by lummox like you that there's no treasure left in the county. What about the 3 wishes then? Asked Tom. The leprechaun looked cross. So you know about the 3 wishes then? He asked sulkily. Sulkily. I know all about leprechauns, me little feller. Why do you think I'm only blinking the one eye at a time? Don't I know that I take both eyes off you for a second, you'll just vanish. All right then, said the leprechaun. At last, you can have the 3 wishes, but if you want my advice, you'll think carefully before making them. It's not as simple as you think, wishing for anything in the world. So Tom looked thoughtfully up at the sky where the stars were just beginning to twinkle, and the moon was rising out of the clouds, and of course when he looked back he held nothing in his hand but the stump of a gorse bush. Alright guys, and that was the last one, so I hope you enjoyed some of this, these 2 stories, and I'm gonna do another one in the morning because I'm pretty tired. It's like 3-4 o'clock in the morning. So good night. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your night or day if you're watching this in the morning. So yes, I will do another magical legend. So yes, and if you are not a believer of magical creatures, I don't know why you're watching this. So yep. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Comment down below your favorite magical creature if you have one, and subscribe and press the notification bell there. Thanks. Bye.